So we're back in the OVO incubator, as we like to call it. We're in Richard's studio in Red Hook, New York. And it's been a few months since I came in to have a chat with you. I'm trying to remember when that was, maybe
I think it was
April or
probably
May?
May, a couple of months into the pandemic, the shutdown.
Right. And so you've been working really consistently.
Yeah, I've been here like every day, 2 or 3 hours a day since then.
Right.
And now we're into September.
It's September already. It's hard to believe. And you started to do a lot of drawing in that time.
Right. Yeah, black and white charcoal drawings. I mean, I've been doing that for a long time where I'll do a drawing of an image that I want to paint to get familiar with the composition and the value and the image and so forth. But now the drawings are taking on kind of a life of their own.
Yeah, they are, because what I hear you saying is that you maybe think of these drawings as studies for a future painting, but what I'm seeing is incredible artwork.
Well, it's simpler, There's not the color to distract me. But I want to get back into the paintings with color, but a little more control over the color. Mm-hmm. I mean, if a good black and white drawing, you can actually look, and it looks like there's color in it. It's kind of funny.
Right. I mean, I absolutely love what I'm seeing all over the walls. I've stayed away.
Yeah, I know. It's the first time you're here.
It's the first time I'm here in months and months, because I like to give you that space and that time to do the work that you need to be doing without you being interfered with. Yeah, and without me talking at you or saying anything.
Well, that's the way this whole period has been, because I didn't do the artist studio tour.
Right.
Just voluntarily, because I didn't want to have people traipsing through the studio, but it's given me a time to just be in here without any second guessing of what I'm doing.
Right, because if you had joined ASV again this year...
Right, it would have been last weekend.
Yeah, it would have been this past weekend, right? Over Labor Day. You would have been laboring to sort of put on a show, in a sense. And by choosing not to do it for safety reasons, but also for artistic reasons, I think, this year as well.
Yeah, there's a second benefit to it,
Yeah, absolutely. So tell me a little bit about the progress or the progression you have seen over the past, let's say, 3-4 months since I've been in the studio. That what direction are you moving in?
So I haven't tried to think my way through a direction. I'm just letting the images evolve. And you can't see it in the video, but I've started to pull some of the fire images out that I was doing before the pandemic, actually. So we've got water, I've got 20 images and probably 10 or 15 drawings of water. And then I was starting with the fire images. And I think I'm going to try to bring them back in some sense. Because they're sort of opposite color-wise and opposite element-wise. Obviously opposite temperature-wise.
Right.
Again, I'm not trying to second guess. But
they also tell a planetary story that we're experiencing right now. I mean, it's hurricane season. Yeah. The fires are raging again.
Right, and these are elements that have been around since the beginning of the Earth, really. Right. And they're also interestingly involved in Taoist philosophy. In Tai Chi, there's the idea that there's water in your body and fire in your body. And in the West, we call fire inflammation. It's interesting. Chinese medicine talks about someone having too much fire and having to add water. But I've been reading about that. I'm not trying to overthink that. But that's an interesting thing about fire and water on the planet and also inside us internally.
Yeah. And, Tai Chi, I think, informs everything that you do. I mean, you've been practicing Tai Chi for 30 plus years, maybe 40 years at this point. I mean, we're in our 60s now.
Actually, when I started again, when I found people in Chicago a few years ago, what I said to them is, I've been keeping the flame alive.
Yeah, by doing the form every day.
That's right.
Yeah.
Just it's a little flame, but it's at least it didn't go out.
Yeah. So I just want to say that walking into the studio today it's just fantastic. I'll take some still photos so anyone watching can see those, because there's so much more happening behind me and to the left of me and to the right of me, and it's really beautiful. And I'm so happy that the flip side of the oddness of life right now on so many levels, but the flip side for you has been spending pretty much all of your time in our Rhinebeck home just down the road from your studio in Red Hook, and it's enabled you to come here every day and work. And I can see that in the work.
Well, you've been a big supporter.
Well, so thanks for
but
talking to me.
I think this whole period has been that for a lot of people.
Yeah, I do
there's
too.
There's a lot of bad that's happened, but there's also a lot of good.
Yeah, well, you have to sort of call that stuff,
right.
Perspective,
right?
Right.
And so, I think another Chinese idea is that chaos is also opportunity.
Yeah. Okay, so thanks for talking to me, honey.
Yeah, thank you.
And I'll check back in with you in a few more months and see where we are.
Where we go.
Okay.
Thank you.